Hey rock stars, Lid Shaw, and I'm here at AES New York 147, standing here with my man Soren Winther.
Lid, nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you again, man.
And hello rock stars, is that what you said? Rock stars?
Recording studio rock stars, yeah.
Alright, hello rock stars.
So basically we are all about the recording studio. We love making records, we love getting things to sound great. And one of the big challenges when you're trying to make a record sound great, of course, is at the mixing stage, when you're trying to make sure that what you're mixing actually will sound good when you take it out in the rest of the world.
Of course.
That's where Trinnov comes in, because you guys specialize
at that point. Yes, we do room correction, and what we really try to do is take the room out of the equation, so that what you get at the moment, the crucial moment where you're going to start tweaking the buttons, what you hear is what you get.
Yeah.
So we really do try to take the room out of the equation.
So let's help break that down a little bit. Basically, when we have speakers in our control room in our studio, the sound coming out of the speakers is affected by the shape and size of our room.
Shape, size, phase issues, everything. You can have phase issues on your speakers, you can have phase issues due to the room. You get the early reflections. One of them is one major thing that you just cannot avoid. That's your console, which will bring the same sound into your ears, like very few, like 1 or 2 milliseconds later than the direct sound, and that's disturbing. You won't even be able to hear it, but you will hear it the day it's not there anymore. You will realize it's not there anymore. So it really makes a huge difference. So it takes care of dips and gaps.
Yeah. So you guys are able to, you have special software that will compensate for all these weird variations in the EQ curve, but also in phase relationships between speakers. And before we could talk about it, let's just show it to them.
Yeah, I'll show you the first thing actually. Yeah, the microphone that you can see over there.
So this right here is this amazing mic that you guys designed that looks a little scary actually. It's a little bit frightening looking.
It's got full capsules, and they're sitting in what we call a tetrahedron. So it's a perfect triangle, and then one above them. Equally distanced to all of the other capsules.
So that's the perfect triangle right there, and then there's one above. And does that help with the phase measuring or something?
It helps.
Like that?
Actually, what it does is it allows to 3D calibrate your room, 3D shoot your room, and therefore we know everything, or the machine knows everything once it's processed about what goes on in your room, and then can start filtering, compensating. So the first thing we do, which is crucial, is we time align your speakers. Let's say there is 1 centimeter, or let's say in your terms, half an inch, something difference between your left and right speaker. Maybe they're soffit mounted, you can't change that. We can compensate for it. We can level align your speakers as well, and then we start talking about the phase issues and all the room modes, the early reflections and all that. So all this information coming from this 3D microphone goes into this machine.
All right, come on over here, we'll look at the machine here.
So it's processed by the machine, and then it just sits as a black box in a rack and does its work all the time. And the mic is only used once for calibration, and then again if you change something.
So cool. So this has got the sound running through it, and we're when the sound is actually playing out of our Pro Tools to our speakers, it's going to go through this, and it's going to go through this real time. Very cool.
Yes.
And so really it's like a set it and forget it kind of thing. So
it is.
You sort of do the work initially when you
shoot the
room out and getting ready, but once you've done it,
then the strong algorithm
you forget it's there
inside the machine. Yeah, absolutely. But you realize it's not there anymore if you take it out one day.
Okay, so let me ask this question. One of the challenges I've struggled with when I've looked at options that might, some other options out there, they require me to put a plug in on the last master section of my Pro Tools output. And then it's like, if you listen to something else like coming out of the computer, you're like, oh, I got to remember to turn it on for that and stuff. Does this just take every single sound that's going to your speaker and run it through?
Absolutely.
So that's pretty convenient.
It's very convenient. You don't have that risk that you have with plugins.
Yeah.
Forgetting it's on, and then you do all your recording, and then you've got to do it again.
Exactly. So then I've done that before.
It's hardware, and that's a huge advantage.
Or another challenge is like listening to the speakers and then putting on headphones and forgetting to switch the settings so that I'm compensating for the headphones now and things like that. Now, will this also do headphones? Can you plug headphones into that?
No, we don't do headphones now.
Okay.
No.
All right, so let that be its own.
We're not there yet, and
it's
not in our plans yet.
Okay, cool. Now you guys also have a new thing you're introducing.
Yeah.
What's this
what
right
you're
here?
seeing here is a desktop controller that we will be launching in Q2 2020. It allows to do all the basic functions of all the Trinnov machines, so it's for existing users or current users or new customers. And you can do, of course, the master volume, you can do different functions. You see all these buttons, only 2 of them have fixed functions. That's the volume knob and the mute knob. And all the others can be assigned to whatever function you want. And you've got layers. So you can
volume and mute, those are pretty critical in the recording studio.
But you can put every function you want on the different buttons, and you've got several layers, so it's unlimited.
Also, the design is really elegant.
Now,
where are you guys based?
We are a French company.
Français.
Yeah, oui, nous sommes français.
Très bien.
Yeah, we are a French company based in very close to the center of Paris, just outside.
Right on.
Yeah. And we've been here since 2003.
J'aime beaucoup Paris.
Mais moi aussi j'aime beaucoup.
I forgot how to say it. I miss Paris. It's been many years since I was in Paris.
I can hear you. Very good French.
Thank you. It's the only part I remembered is how to pretend like I can still speak French. Well, anyway, thanks so much.
Thank you, Lidge. Great to see you again.
I just called you Trinnov. I've already merged you and the stuff that you're building. That's wonderful.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Let the rock stars know how they can find you guys online. Where do they go to learn more about Trinnov?
Well, you go on Trinnov.com, of course. And we're also, that's actually something new, we're taking over our own distribution here in the US.
Very cool.
And meaning that we will be having more retailers coming on, more dealers coming on. But Trinnov.com, and then you can find out where to get the information.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Rockstars, remember to hit the follow button.
Thank you. See you soon.
Stay with us here on Instagram, or if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever. See you guys next week. Cheers.
Bye-bye.